I think we got to talk the guy who did not get put in the Hall of Fame today as well while we're here, and that, of course, is Barry Bonds. This, obviously, beyond just not getting in this year, has implications for the potential future of his chances of getting into Cooperstown. Yeah,
the important thing here, I think, is, we know that Jeff got 14 votes. We don't know exactly how many Barry got, but it was fewer than 5, which one thing that kind of slipped through the cracks for everybody earlier this year was the Hall of Fame has a new rule, which this is a weird coincidence, seems to happen every time Barry's on the ballot. Like we change some of the rules about the ballot. It's not just him. There's some other, Roger Clemens as well. But there's a new rule where if you do not get, there's 2 parts of this. If you don't get more than 5 votes or 5 votes, you will not be on the next time players come around on the contemporary ballot, which is 3 years from now. So Barry has to wait 6 years until 2031 to get another crack at this. And the second part of this is if you don't cross that threshold a second time, there you see fewer than 5 votes. If you don't cross that threshold a second time, you're done. And this was already Barry's and Jeff's second way to get into the Hall of Fame. And so really 2031 will be Barry Bonds' last shot to get into the Hall of Fame. I actually think in a weird way, this rule helps him because 6 years is a long time and a lot can happen. And I think we're going to see some changes to the electorate, and we're going to see changes in the way people vote. And there will be people who start to maybe get in where you go, okay, you're going to let that guy in and not Bonds and Clemens. So maybe 6 years is better than 3 for him, but he does have just one more shot at this now. And also 6 years is a long time. And obviously we know it meant a lot to Willie Mays to be there when he got in. It meant a lot to Willie McCovey, and that's unfortunately no longer the case. So that's the second part of this. That's the other shoe to drop. And, it's going to be a long time before he gets another crack at this.
Yeah, were you guys surprised that this grouping seems to have the same attitude towards putting Bonds in the Hall of Fame as the regular process of Hall of Fame voting group?
I'm not that surprised. I mean, you look at who is on the, you got current Hall of Famers that, I don't know, maybe the youngest one was probably like Trammell or Robin Yount, maybe. I don't know. And the front office people, it wasn't surprising to me. I mean, I am on the other side though. I'm like, how do you have the Hall of Fame with this guy not in? I mean, it's really sad. Yeah. Because he was a Hall of Famer before any of the bad stuff came up, before he even got to San Francisco with the numbers he was putting up, and the same for Clemens. But it was funny, like listening to the intro comments from Josh Rawitch, who, by the way, used to cover our team years ago when I was playing. Now he's the president of the Hall of Fame. But I think they knew who was on this ballot, and I think he made it a point to hit on the notes of criteria to get in. And unfortunately, Clemens and Barry are going to always have that, that label of the integrity part of it or morality part of it. I disagree with him not being in. I disagree with Clemens not being in. But I don't make the rules there, right? I'm a fan like everybody else, and I got to sit back and wait 6 years now to see if, pretty much arguably the best player to ever play the game gets in the Hall of Fame, which he deserves to be in.